Yo dad, I want a bike now. But why do you need a bike? Dad, I go to college. I need a bike to travel to college at least. I barely see you studying. And looking at your marks, you don't even deserve a cycle.
सबका पढ़ाई लिखाई जो है स्टूडेंट्स और सब खाली छोड़ी बटाता है नहीं है कि नहीं है। जितना स्टूडेंट है वो बताइए कोई पढ़ता है? सब लोग खाली छोड़ी बटाता है।
Which bike do you want? Dad, I want that bike. The Yamaha R1. Oh no, wait. Uncle, wait. Papu, you want a bike that looks sporty. Uncle, you want a bike that's cheap, at least comparatively cheap. Let me get you on common grounds. I have just the bike that you want.
This is the R15 version 3, the Thunder Grey variant in Bs6, and it looks fabulous. I mean, just look at it. The color scheme is just beautiful. And even if you're in a monogamous relationship, looking at this bike, you'll have the experience of falling in love all over again. Trust me. Muscular tank, sharp headlights, sharp edge tail light here. It stands solid on the racing instinct of the R series, which is the racing DNA of Yamaha. Bike has a large 282mm disc on the front and a 220mm disc on the rear. There you see. And it has a dual channel ABS, which is actually needed on the bike, you know, considering the bike is so powerful. The bike has a 17-inch wheel on the front alloy, and it is a 100 by 80 section tire on the front. There it has a 17-inch alloy wheel, and it is a radial tire. It is a 140 by 70 section thick radial tire, which gives you a lot of confidence when you're going into corners. It has an all LED setup on the head, so once you turn on the ignition, you'll see a beautiful set of DRLs up there in the corners, and that's the normal low beam. It is very bright and the throw is also very good. And once you see the upper beam, which is very bright on the side, and it looks very good. So once you see the bike from far away, it looks gorgeous. Rear, the bike has an elongated LED setup, and once you press the brake, it brightens up very well. So even in the daylight condition, you'll have a clear view when someone presses the brake on the R15. Indicators on this one are 10 volt bulbs, and at this price range I would expect at least an LED indicator. That's the least I can expect. Hop on the bike and let's see what the bike has. Okay, I'm 5'9" and my feet are just flat on the ground right now. So if you're anything above 5'7", the bike is well suited for you. I did realize that the quality on the V3 has dropped. I mean, the cover here is all plastic, so which is a bit of a bummer. Coming here, we have a bubble visor here, so which is very good. So if you're a rider who's going to ride fast on a highway somewhere, it's really easy for you to tuck in. Or even if you're taking this bike to the track, you'll love this because, you know, the visor will help you tuck in better. The mirror is quite non-functional. I mean, I can barely see anything behind me. Okay, I can't see anything behind me. So not so functional as it goes. I mean, for the track, you never need a mirror, but for a road, it's not functional. For the multifunction LED instrument cluster, when you start the bike, you are welcomed with a customized string there, whatever you can enter. And you see the bike provides you with a lot of information, keeps you informated about the essentials that are the gear shift indicator, the gear position indicator, the VVA indicator, in addition to the speed, the tachometer and the trip meter obviously. And it looks pretty good. It's pretty readable. I'm not sure about the visibility in the range, but I think the bubble visor protects it pretty well. So yeah, I think it is quite readable. the switches are very tactile. They're not backlit, so it's a bummer there, but they're quite tactile. This bike has a double horn, so you can just listen to the loudness of this horn. That's quite loud. So the bike has a nice stiff suspension setup with a standard telescopic fork on the front and a monoshock on the rear, which provides a lot of confidence when you're going into corners or even riding it on a normal condition. The suspensions are well damped, and as you see, the riding posture is also very aggressive. The foot pegs are rear set, as you see, and the bubble visor allows you to tuck in very well. So you see, it's really easy for a nice tall rider to tuck in. With the BS6 upgrade, the bike has gone even more silent and it sounds much more throatier now. So let's listen to the exhaust note. Of talking, let's take this bike for a spin and let's see what the R15 has to offer. The R15 now has a side stand engine cutoff switch, which means the motorcycle will not start until the side stand is retracted. So if you own an R15, you do not have to worry about people looking at you and going like, "Oh bhai sab stand, oh bhai sab ka stand niche, oh bhai stand." It's really impressive how Yamaha actually has a tradition of crafting a machine that emphasizing on the riding feel. Like even the small details like the angle of the clip-on, they are so close set to you that your elbows stay tucked in and gives you more confidence when you're taking high-speed corners. Even the aluminum swing arm, which gives you a lot of stability. A delta box frame that provides a lot of nice rigid balance in the bike. I could go on with these features, but then I would just be redefining all the features of a sports bike. The bike has a 6-speed manual gearbox, which is very smooth. The transmissions are very smooth. There's no point at which the gears got stuck for me. It also has an assist and a slipper clutch, which means the engaging and disengaging of the clutch is much more lighter now. The effort to pull the clutch is much less. The slipper clutch, we all know how it works. For the people who do not know how it works, is it prevents the excessive engine braking when you aggressively downshift at higher speeds. So let's talk about the engine. The engine is a BS6 compliant SOHC setup 155cc fuel injected engine, which is liquid cooled and churns out about 18.6 horsepower at 10,000 rpm and 14.1 Newton meters at 8,500 rpm. 18.6 horsepower, guys. I mean, that's massive. Most of the 200cc's in this segment provide about 20.5 horsepower, and this 155cc engine produces 18.6 horsepower. That's massive. The R15 comes equipped with a high performance VVA. VVA stands for Variable Valves Actuation. So what the VVA does is, it provides torque even at lower RPMs. There are two intake valve cams, one for low to mid-range RPM and other for the high-range RPM. They switch between each other at around 7,000 to 7,500 RPM mark, which ensures an even and a good delivery of power and torque through the entire rev range. Let's come to the final bit of the bike, the pricing. The bike is priced at about 1.5 lakhs ex-showroom Mumbai, Maharashtra, and the bike is in power with a lot of 200cc's, if you be honest. And I love the bike. I seriously love the way the bike handles the way the bike performs. The ergonomics are a bit too aggressive, but if you're looking for a super sports bike, which is affordable, this may be the bike. So now I'll go take a ride, and I want you all to wear your helmets. Ciao. Cat.
that was a fantastic bike. So do I get it? I will let her decide that. Well, what I say is that let the viewers decide this thing. Guys, you the viewers have to decide if Papu should get this bike or not. Yes, then why? No, then why? And do comment below. I want your comments. Papu is going to get a bike depending on your comments.
So guys, if you like the video, hit the like button, comment down below and subscribe to my channel to stay tuned for new upcoming videos.